Yo guys, this is Reinhardt. This is your favorite duelist talking. Yeah, I got fucking duelist on my decay so far. 2 months playing into this game. I got decay to duelist 2100 rating. I got warlock to 2k, demon hunter, red, and warrior to 2k, and then 2 healers close to 2k, like 1950 as well. So not bad. Game is actually a lot of fun. My goal for next season is to get my decay to 2400 and get a couple of heroes as well. I'm definitely going to be playing rated battlegrounds or like a solo version of rated battlegrounds, because that looked like a lot of fun, not gonna lie. So with that said, I want to talk about mathematical changes about decay. I'm not one of those who would want to make a blowjob face on a thumbnail. This class is getting buffed. This class is getting buffed because everybody, like, I've seen so many people make so many patch videos about, oh my god, decays got buffed, they're gonna be overpowered. Bitch, please calm the fuck down. Let me talk just a little bit about pure math perspective here. So this is the video where we're gonna talk about more like a sober math analytical perspective. And by the way, the changes look good, just not as good as everybody thinks it is. So first I want to start is with the force set, just a monstrous set that decays have. So decays basically get a set that increases their death coil damage by 10%, and then makes a dark transformation, basically what Unholy Assault is now. It gives you 20% extra shadow damage. Then to top it off, every time you have a Sudden Doom proc, you also get 10% mastery. Now, whenever Sudden Doom procs decent amount in PvP, but it procs a whole lot more in PvE. And every time Sudden Doom procs in PvE, you basically have a Scourge Strike do 50% extra damage, and you get 10% extra damage via just mastery increase. This is a monster 2-set bonus. So when they took it away and they're giving us basically your Magi summons extra Magi for whatever reasons, and I'm gonna show you guys, like, this Magi is just, it's okay. They had to just compromise that somehow. So I'm gonna summon the Magi really quickly. The Magi hit for 7,500, 7,000, 7,000. Come on, he can do more, 7,000. Like, I'm not shit geared, but what is this numbers? This is like, I'm at 68% mastery with the strength proc, and he still hits for 6,000. So our new set bonus, where you, instead of 1 Magi, you summon 2 Magis, their cast becomes AoE, and they don't cast like Shadow Bolt all the time. They cast Frostbolt in the conjunction Shadow Bolt, and the Shadow Bolt does AoE, and then they can apply the curse on the target and make the target take extra 5% damage. That's a 4-set bonus. 2-set bonus summons 2 Magis, they do AoE volley. 4-set bonus gives a, or 2-set summons 2 Magis, 4-set their volley becomes AoE, and at the same time they apply like amplified damage, 5% extra damage that you deal to a target. Like, in my opinion, I'm gonna, as you guys can tell, I don't even play with the Magi. But with that said, I'm gonna play with the Magi just a little bit. I want to see how much it's worth it. But in my opinion, I think the new set is just a doo-doo trash, and that is the reason why for the most of the buffs. However, 2 accents I want to make here. One is Unholy Assault used to be a lot stronger than it is now. Think about it this way: 2,000 haste gave me 12%. 2,000 mastery gives me 20% extra damage. So your 20% extra damage increase from Unholy Assault is equivalent to approximately stat for stat points of 12% mastery, and will last 20% of the mastery in the favor of 20% extra damage. But it goes beyond that, because think about it this way: 20% extra haste, your Sudden Doom procs more often, your Gargoyle casts much faster, your globals are going out much faster, your Fallen Crusader procs more often. Like, it's just 20% haste is such a massive cooldown that's been taken away from us, and it also contributed to a good amount of, kind of a decent amount of burst in PvP, but just a tremendous PvE damage. And that's why when they're fine-tuning Gargoyle and that one, those 2 cooldowns, that warranted a lot of buffs. It's a losing 4-set bonus and the other thing. So yeah, decays are gonna be in a great shape because they nerfed like gargoyle damage, and then the 4 set, yeah, we lost it, but we gained more than that back. And because our 4 set sucks so badly, they just buffed our baseline damage. So DKs look really, really good, really strong, especially with the, what is it called, the virulent prag 20% damage. With that said, is moving on to the other tune that I want to talk about. And if you guys thinking of coming back, by all means, this is a great season to come back. Warlock's gonna feel good, DKs feel good, like just overall things are looking good. And for people who are abroad, my experience 2000 rating, if you guys looking to play together, either DPS or a healer, and you want to play together via RBGs or arenas, I'm 100% down. I'm actually looking for bros and friends to play. For that, you essentially have to apply, I'm not going to apply the curse because I have a Jinx open, but you would have to apply curse, then agony, and then corruption. 3 globals for 1 target. So what Jinx does is every time, at the cost of a soul shard, every time you apply curse, it applies the agony and corruption. It doesn't apply UA. So this is fucking amazing. Straight up, this feels like a Mist of Pandaria Warlock with a soul swap that has no cooldown, but at the cost of soul shards. Now, I personally don't like the meta where you have to instant cast a lot, but because the melees have so many gap closers, and there's so many pseudo interrupts, yeah, you kind of have to favor a lot of that instant cast damage as well. So, with that said, is Warlock's full array of dots, just a full row of dots without, so I'm gonna apply these 2 dots, and I'm gonna hunt, and I'm gonna Malefic Rapture. Just this alone will do upwards of 400k damage. It is absolutely crazy how much damage Affliction Lock can pump out right now. The fact is, we feel like we're in Mist of Pandaria days where Jinx is a very, very strong talent and lets you apply a lot of the dots via just your curses. But at the same time, in Mist of Pandaria, dots nearly didn't do as much damage as they do now. The dots now, kind of in comparison, they do as much damage as Mist of Pandaria, like for ticking, but Affliction Lock's dots right now tick so much faster. And there's a few instances where Affliction Lock's dots do tick faster than in Mist of Pandaria in comparison. So, what I'm trying to say here is that we do have to cast a little bit to apply our UAs, but because of the Jinx, we're going to be saving so many globals that a lot of the targets is just going to be permanently coated in a lot of dots, which will make Affliction Lock be very, very contender and just dangerous. Even when 2 melees are training him, having a Curse of Exhaustion on 2 targets with just a two row of dots is already a big help. So Affliction Locks are looking amazing. Demon Hunters, they do look also really good. I actually would not mind playing Demon Hunter, but just playstyle looks so much more different to what I get used to, because now you have to Vengefully Retreat and Fell Rush offensively, and this is gonna look weird. So I need to learn Demon Hunter more. There are some clearly big outliers, like Marksman Hunters, Warriors, they're gonna be dangerous. Marksmen are gonna be dangerous. Like Windwalker, I think, is gonna be relatively dangerous. They're gonna be watch out. There's some stupidly overpowered classes like Elemental Shamans are still there, but overall, the classes feel good. There is a good amount of opportunity, kill opportunity for a lot of classes out there. I just hope they're gonna buff fucking Frost. It's about time. Thank you guys. Love ya.